is officially the first day of a road trip. Those of you who know me, I've been building out a camper van. It's a 2015 Ford Transit. I've been doing a build for I bought it around Christmas time last year. So I've been working on it for quite a while. It's been a ton of work and it's finally all paying off. So currently we're up in Vail. We just left the house not too long ago, about an hour or two ago. So first day of the trip, day one. It's me and Ollie and Moby the van, Great White. So we're gonna see what we can get into. We're planning on driving all the way up to British Columbia. Gonna go mountain biking up at Whistler. And I don't know, we'll see what else happens. Just kind of winging it. Our first stop is in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're going to see a buddy there. Guy I used to work with, awesome dude named Logan. We just drove for about 8 hours straight. We went straight out through Colorado, I-70. No issues, we cruised right on through. It was a pretty drive the whole way, so stoked to be on the road and check out some places. Go explore. So why are we in Salt Lake City? Well, this is kind of just a convenient stop on the way. We're heading to British Columbia to go ride the Whistler. Whoa, bug on my leg. Whistler Mountain Bike Park before it closes. But I also have a really good buddy here who I used to work with at an advertising agency. Rad dude named Logan. So this is day 2 of, I don't know what we're calling this journey. The van journey. The boys go west, northwest. So yeah, we slept at my buddy Logan's house. We slept in the van right outside of his house. Had a few learnings with the window coverings and just sleeping position and stuff like that. It was the first night I've ever slept in the van, so it was pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it was like the best sleep I've ever had in my life, but definitely not the worst either. The bed was pretty comfortable and all that. So we're actually heading to Home Depot right now to fix up a couple little things that I noticed. I just missed the welcome to Idaho sign. We are somewhere in Idaho. It's been pretty boring for the last hour or two in the van. The scenery kind of just is pretty flat out here. I think we're just now getting to the mountains of Idaho. And up into Montana. We're getting close to Yellowstone National Park, I know that. So we stopped, the van's right here. Stopped at this park, Grassy Park. Ollie's laying over there somewhere. Just chilling, throwing some ball a little bit. We're gonna stop at the ski resort at Big Sky and see if we can park somewhere there for the night. If not, then we lost our light. If not, then we'll just cruise on into Bozeman and stay there for the night. So it's the first night that we got to find our own parking. Like I said, last night we stayed with our buddy Logan and just stayed out in front of his house, so we knew we were safe and it was a good spot to park. So it's nice, the first real boondocking night. Got the heater running. I think it was 35 degrees. Super cold. Always chilling back there. We're about to get up and go for a drive to heat this thing up a little more. Good morning, day 3. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning. I have a beanie on and my puffy jacket. Sun's coming up right now. It's beautiful. Last night was a little sketchy. I took Ollie out to go pee at I don't know, like 10 or so, and this like security guard was like, we were away from the van, but the security guard was like shining a spotlight on the van and I could see him. So then I got kind of freaked out because we're not really supposed to park here, but the locals told me it was okay, so we were real quiet, but slept okay. But it's pretty damn cold. It got down to like 35 last night. Pretty crazy. We're about to make the first breakfast in the van. We've got our cooktop all set up. We got eggs and potatoes. Get some fuel in because we're about to go ride downhill mountain bike for the rest of the day. So we're hanging out. Check out our view. Not too shabby around here. A little nippy, but not too shabby. Right? We're just playing a little fetch here with Ollie before I go ride in the mountain bike park. Met a couple people that were pretty rad. Hold on, gotta throw the ball. Ollie, go! I also scored. I didn't have a full face mountain bike helmet, only dirt bike helmet, which is really heavy to have on your head all day. So I went into the bike shop and scored this helmet for 10 bucks. It was like a used one or whatever and had a little bit of damage. I don't really care. I don't ride downhill that much, so perfect. Ew! We are headed up the first chair. So stoked. Sun's shining. Turned out to be pretty warm. We played with Ollie earlier. Did a lot of fetch. So now it's time to shred. Go see what Big Sky has to offer. Should be sick. This place is crazy. There's like nobody here. I have the whole place to myself. It's wild. I kind of wish I had a downhill bike. Trails are really rocky, but super fun. So if you never rode a downhill bike before, it beats you up quick out here. But it's pretty awesome. We're heading to Bozeman, where I think we're going to just Walmart it for the night. Heard it's pretty decent lot, lots of campers in Bozeman. So I'm just gonna hit the Walmart. Nice safe place to park and sleep for the night. I'm pretty beat. Man, Big Sky has some awesome mountain biking. Super sick. We rode all day. When I say we, it's just me. Ollie kind of hung out in the van and came back, and we played fetch every couple runs or so. But whew, I got some big rocky terrain, and I'm really looking forward to coming back to Big Sky in the winter. The terrain is just so different, much different than Colorado. Really sick, really pretty. Yeah, stoked on the day. It was sweet. First day that we didn't just drive the whole entire day, so got about 30 minutes or so into Bozeman, and we'll be able to kick our feet up and chill from there. It's pretty cool. We're checking out downtown Bozeman. Just walking around. It's pretty cool, like historic kind of district area. Getting Ollie out for a walk, and then we're gonna get back in the van and head to, I believe, around like Spokane, Washington is the goal. The scenery has changed a bit. We went from kind of like barren land, and now we're seeing a ton of trees, mountains. So I think we gotta be getting close to Washington. been driving all day long. It's I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 8 o'clock. And we switched time zones today too, because now we're officially in Washington. My brain's dead. Yeah, we're driving too long. We're stopping in like 3 miles. We're just gonna crash at a Walmart tonight again. 2 Walmarts in a row, but that's okay. It's a safe place, and it's like on these travel days, there's no real point to like, you know, look where we are. It's like you're not gonna find some sweet camp spot. We have our first issue, first little failure. My radio head unit didn't fire up the last time I started driving. So I don't know what's up with that. Things been a little finicky ever since I put it in. I think I did it right, but I'll have to look at that tomorrow, because you can't be on a road trip and not have any music. That's no good. Or podcasts. Tonight's quick meal, little cheese quesadilla. Current situation. We're in the back of a Walmart. The radio last night, when I picked up and started driving again, wasn't turning on. Not sure what's going on. I've been on the phone with technical support at Crutchfield, the place where I bought them. Shout out Crutchfield, you guys are awesome. So I'm just waiting for the guy to call me back and do some more testing on it. It kind of sucks because I have my navigation there, and you know, like I can't play any music. I'll have to just like play from my phone. But you know, doing what we can. Hopefully we can magically get it fixed somehow. And then we have plans to ride mountain bike today in Bellingham, so going up through Seattle. So hopefully we can get it fixed and get on the road here soon. The technical support guys say that it's probably a radio failure. So, you know, shit happens. They're gonna send me another one. Now the problem is I'm not gonna be home for a little bit. So we're having that one sent to my friend's house in Seattle, who we're gonna meet up with in about a week. So then we'll be able to put in the new head unit, and hopefully it all works again. So now, you know, our setup, we're kind of dead right there. So I just gotta use my phone, but we went into Walmart and grabbed this JBL speaker so we can still have tunes. Like, you can't be driving and not have tunes. So we got tunes, we still got navigation, and we're making it work, you know? As long as nothing goes wrong with the actual van, not going wood or steering wheel, we should be good. So yeah, little hiccup, and it took up some time this morning, but I decided to go the fast route up to Bellingham instead of going the scenic route. I think we're gonna have plenty of time with scenery, and Ollie's kind of sick of driving, and I'm kind of not sick of driving, but it's just kind of been a lot the last day. We pretty much drove all day yesterday, so.
Rats come, it's all map, son. So it's
This is really rad. Check it out. We almost drove right by this, but this is the Columbia River. And I guess this goes all the way to Portland, Oregon. But we're headed to Seattle, so. We in Seattle, baby! This is the town of Bellingham. There's a shit ton of tweakers here, kind of similar to Denver in that way, but it seems really old. I think it's a port town. I don't know too much about it. Me and Ollie just walked around downtown. It was pretty cool. A bunch of like shops and restaurants, and looks like local food scene's pretty big here. So yeah, we're about to try to head and find a spot for the night. We're like overlooking Samish, I believe is how you say it, Samish Bay. Just beautiful, like beautiful sunset tonight. It's awesome. Got to talk to this lady. She's parked right here behind me. She's a van lifer too. She's been traveling for like 4 months, which is, that's a long time. It's really cool. She just like quit her job, like the typical thing, but yeah, she's loving it. Like spots like this make it worth it. But one thing I want to note about tonight, tonight is, I believe it's the 5th day we're in the van, September 23rd. So I was cooking, we pulled into this awesome spot, but like kind of like pretty tilted, and I knew it was on a tilt, but I just didn't even think about it. So I was like, we're at this cool spot, like nobody's, like it seems like nobody's gonna bug us or anything here tonight. So I totally was like, oh, I'm gonna cook some tacos. So got the stove out, started cooking, and the van is on such a slant that I wanted to like season it, and I had like, I already had my peppers, my onions, the beef, like a whole pound of beef in there, and then like I hit it by accident and the whole pan slid off the freaking stove top onto the floor, like a pound of ground beef and shit all over the floor. And then to make matters worse, I look up and I had a paper towel like right behind the stove and it's on fire. So I was like, oh shit, like this like legit like flame like fire. So I like put it on the ground and like stomped it out like quickly. It was insane. But at the end of the day, end of the night, we got a taco and we didn't burn the van down, so mission accomplished. Just rode the sickest mountain bike trails I've ever ridden in my life. They were freaking killer. We rode Mohawk Unemployment Line, and what was the last one called? Call to Arms, maybe? Something like that. It was freaking ridiculous. Like, just jump after jump after jump. Like, just so fun and flowy and like, just awesome. We're about to go across the border. Little camera, I just pull it out anytime I drive by something cool. Woo! That doesn't suck. Holy Hannah. Headed to Squamish. How sick is that view? It's insane. That's the ocean meeting mountains with a road next to it. Well, I'm on the phone with Verizon right now, or on hold trying to get a hold of them. That's the music you hear in the background, because I don't have any cell service at all, which is a big problem for figuring out where you're going and finding camp spots. It's the first night we got the fire going. We're at a campground in Squamish, BC. So it was a long day. We rode mountain bikes this morning, then drove up here to Squamish. Met our neighbors who are parked next to us, super rad dudes who like live in their van and climb. It's pretty neat. And then since we're at a campground, I was like, let's fire up the little stoke, as I call it. And you see, like, we're burning. Like, it's pretty cold out and we got heat in here. It's pretty legit. So pretty happy with the night, and might land up staying here again tomorrow night. We'll have to see. But yeah, made tacos tonight, leftover tacos I fell on the floor from yesterday. Had some guac, stopped at a store, got some beers, so had a few beers and kind of just chilling. So yeah, happy with the trip. It's been pretty awesome meeting these people. Always getting up on the couch right now to kind of chill out for the night. I'm gonna do a little computer work, just check some stuff out. Hopefully we can get a shower tomorrow. We haven't showered for 4 days, which my head just feels like it needs a shower, but I don't think I smell bad or anything, so we'll yeah, hopefully I think there's like a $3 shower we can get tomorrow. So that's it for today, day 5. Tomorrow we're gonna ride Half Nelson, which is supposed to be just insane. It's day 6 and we are at, I believe it's called like Burnin Park. And you can see, I think that's Whistler Mountain, like right behind me up there. We stayed at this sweet campground last night. It was pretty nice. Had some really cool neighbors, chatted it up. So now we came to this park this morning. We went to the visitor center. They told us about this park. Doing a little stretching. And so the plan for today is we're gonna ride the world famous Half Nelson Trail. And that's in Squamish. So we're gonna ride that. I'm gonna try to get Ollie maybe on a hike, but my legs are kind of like a little bit cooked from yesterday riding in Bellingham, and we want to ride in Whistler tomorrow, so it's a shit ton of riding, and I'm not in shape, like in mountain bike shape, as I just worked on the van for like 3 months straight and didn't really ride, so I could be in way better shape. But hey, we're here, so we gotta ride, and we have to get to Oregon by like the 1st, so we have a kind of limited time right now, but just trying to enjoy every day and trying to see all that's here. This place is really rad. Squamish, I could see coming back here, or even in the future possibly having a house here or something like that. I don't know. It's a pretty amazing place. My mood's really good, really happy. Kind of found our like groove with camping and everything. Like the site we stayed at last night was just $10. That's like way better than like trying to sleep somewhere that's like kind of illegal or whatever. And also here we're going to be able to refill our water tanks in the van, which we honestly haven't used that much. I've been really sparing on it, and with that I can also take the first shower in like 5 days, 6 days. So after the ride today, definitely gonna pay, it's like $3 to take a shower. I think they have hot tubs and everything, so that'll be super nice. And then I believe we're gonna head up towards Whistler and go to a different campground up there tonight. I was debating about staying here in Squamish, but we'll see. Ollie's currently rolling in goose shit like way over there. But yeah, the only other little problem we ran into yesterday was it was kind of cloudy most of the day in the parking lot where I rode bike, so the batteries really drained out, so I had to run the fridge like on backup power. Good boy. Had to run the fridge on backup power, and now I just have the van sitting out in the sun just soaking in, so hopefully we should be getting a ton of battery juice and be good. And it's supposed to be sunny here for like the next 4 days, so I don't know. I'm really digging this place so far, so we'll have to see how long we stay. And there's just so much to see up here in the Northwest, and then BC, Victoria, there's a ton of mountain biking everywhere. We got local cherries from I believe, yeah, we got those down near Seattle by the farm, so life's good. Just got done riding Half Nelson. Again, one of the sickest trails I've ever ridden in my life. Just so rad, so many berms, pumpy, just incredibly fun. Just got back to the van. This is where we are right now. Ollie's right here, chilling. So I think you can actually camp up here, but we're gonna head up to another campground tonight. It's a little closer to Whistler because we're gonna ride Whistler tomorrow. Squam's just so rad. But gotta keep moving. This is not like an indefinite trip or anything, so gotta keep going and see as much as I can see and just like appreciate every moment and enjoy it. It's pretty magical. Kyle, you need to buy one of these. This is where you need to buy a house. Buy a freaking house in Squamish. Then we could ride Whistler in the winter and mountain bike in the summer. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Good morning. It's officially day 7. That's crazy. We've been on the road a full week. I never thought I would do this in my life. It's kind of crazy. But we really found our groove the last few nights. Staying at campgrounds that are like 10 bucks, so it's cheap. They're in like really cool areas, beautiful, and you know you're safe and all that, so it's really rad. Plus we've been doing like some epic mountain biking for the last few days. Sun's shining through the woods on me right now. This is our campsite last night right here. Our major issue we've been good on power up until today. Now we officially have like 10 lights on my battery and we're down to 2 and they're both red. So that's really bad, so we need to get parked in the sun today. I'm planning riding Whistler Mountain, which is just crazy in itself. But I need to park the van in the sun to be getting juice. And I think tonight we're gonna have to find a campsite that has power that we can plug in overnight, or else we're just gonna run out of battery totally. So it's not what we want to do. The battery, its main job is to power the fridge. Everything else I can live without, like lights and stuff. We can use headlamps and all that. So we've been really trying to conserve on power, but the fridge must have the main battery to power it. So that's our mission. We got to get that figured out. I don't know if more solar would work. Look, here's Ollie. He's like, what are you doing, Dad? Who are you talking to? So yeah, we got to get out of here, out of the campsite this morning. And we're gonna drive up to Whistler. I think it's only like 20 minutes from here. Maybe try to get Ollie out like fetching or on a little tiny hike or something. And then go shred freaking Whistler, which is gonna be sick. My legs are real tired from riding the last 2 days. My wrist is starting to kind of be painful, but I'm only here once and we only have another, I think 2 days here, so gonna have to make it work and just run with it. Just got to a Whistler parking lot. There's a shit ton of other vans here, ton of people obviously riding, camping, everything. Just made some breakfast and about to take Ollie on a bike ride and then go shred. P.S. Just some pros parked next to me with Red Bull helmets. Just normal, average stuff here in Whistler. I just took a nice hot shower at the campground we're staying at. Excuse me, chewing. It was super nice after a long day of riding at Whistler. I was like, riding A-Line was like some of the sickest stuff I've ever done. Just incredible. Now we're at this pretty like legit campsite that's like crazy mountain overlooks. So yeah, it's getting late, so we're gonna start a fire Get a toasty in here. We got the chimney cap on, and yeah, make some dinner. This was our campsite last night. Pretty incredible. We paid for hookups. I don't know if I've already said all this or not, but it was good. Got our battery backed up to power. So this morning, today is day 8 of the trip, and I got a freelance gig, so I gotta head to a Starbucks and start jamming on that, get that rocked out, make a little bit of money. And then today's more of a down, chill day, so we're just gonna kick it with Ollie and maybe go on some hikes later or something like that. And then tomorrow we're gonna ride the bike park again, and then we're out of Whistler. We're gone. What you think, boo? Good morning. It's day number 9. Not that the days even matter really anymore, but yeah, I guess it's just nice to kind of document everything as it happens and kind of as it was on the road. So yeah, we just got up, tried to get up a little earlier today out of bed. Ollie's out here walking around sniffing stuff or whatever, taking a pee. We got the river running, super nice. But today we're gonna go ride the mountain bike park one more time. It's just so good that I can't not go ride it again. Like, I just gotta do it. My body's like pretty sore. I'm gonna try to like roll out this morning a little bit, roll my legs out and stuff. But then after that we gotta kind of say goodbye to Whistler and Squamish. Get on the road because we got other plans coming up, some exciting stuff. So not sure, tonight might be one of those nights where just like hit the road and then just land up sleeping wherever we sleep kind of thing, like not really too planned. And I believe tomorrow we're gonna try to go over to Vancouver Island, take the ferry. And I was gonna do it like tonight, but I think it's gonna be more enjoyable tomorrow morning. It's like a 2-hour ride, I heard. So go over to the island and then stay on the island one night. And then we gotta get back over to Seattle to go see my friend Maria. So the trip's it's starting to go quicker and quicker now. Next summer I'm gonna figure out how to spend like a month or 2 months up here. Just so cool, just so much to do, so fun. So hopefully I'll have somebody that I can enjoy and share it with as well. I mean, it's awesome to have Ollie and appreciate just being able to like do it myself, but man, I see so many like couples traveling and just like that's what I want. So, or at least what I think I want, you know. You always want what you don't have. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make some cereal this morning. I actually, since we were at that campsite and we stayed like fairly late yesterday, I brewed up some coffee for the first time. So gonna try that out. Some guy from, I don't know where he was from, but gave me a big thing of Folgers coffee, said do I want it. I was like, alright, sure. So gonna make that. Everything else up here is crazy expensive, but that's to be expected. It's like, it's essentially a Vail Resort ski town. But these campsites I'm staying at are little gems. This one's called Cow Cheek. And it's, like I said, it's right along the river, and it's like 13 bucks a night. You can stay here as long as you kind of want. So this is definitely a place that I'll be back. Well, that's a wrap on Whistler. Rode the bike park again all day. Just incredible, really. I mean, I tried some different trails today, but my wrist was kind of like not really having it, so went back to A-line and just crushed that all day. Felt really good. I felt like my like whips and scrubs were like starting to come around on the bike, which is cool. So it like translates from just got on the ferry at Horseshoe Bay, and we're going to Nanaimo, I think is how you say it. I keep saying it wrong. Nanaimo, which is on Vancouver Island. So I think it's about an hour and 40 minutes on here, and then we'll be on the island, and then we're gonna check out like Tofino and see what that's all about. Landed in Nanaimo, and now we're heading directly across the island. That's gonna take us to a town called Euclid or something like that, and then from there we're gonna drive up to Tofino and check that all out. It's fairly cold. I got a hoodie on, so surfing might have to wait for a couple more days before we get in the water, but there's a ton of it here supposedly. Saw an amazing sunset on the beach, and I'm currently kind of whispering a little bit because we're in a campsite that there's a bunch of people all right around us, but for the last probably 3 or 4 hours just been chatting with the people who are here at the campsite. So just tell you a little bit about who we met tonight. The first guy is a guy that's just from Vancouver, and he's here surfing. Chatted with him for a while. Super nice guy, and got to chat with him for a bit. Share contact information with him. He gave me his phone number, so that's really cool. Gonna hit him up. Then next was a couple that was amazing, super inspiring. They're like 65 years old. They travel the whole entire world, like Nepal, Africa, Japan, like literally everywhere they've been traveling. They like their whole lives, like 40 years together. It's just crazy to meet somebody like that, and they just like had story after story after story. Like they just kept going and going, which was like just super cool to hear, and crazy to meet people like that. And then the last individual that I met was from Germany. Him and his wife came here. Well, they came to America to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, and they hiked 900 miles of it, which is just mind-blowing on its own. And this guy was just like so nice and so like compassionate and stuff. Like he's just so thankful for everybody he like meets, and yeah, pretty inspiring. And he like kind of, we were all like chatting, and he kind of said like his wife is sick, and that like every day that they could hike and she's well is like a blessing, which was like, yeah, you just don't expect to like hear that. And she like went to bed early, and she was in the camper, and he was kind of like pouring his guts out a bit, saying like how thankful he is. And man, just so awesome. It's like such a good reminder to like just be thankful for what you got. And yeah, never, like just so wrong, so true. But he found me very interesting as well, and like wanted to take a photo with me. Kept telling me that I had a very interesting perspective, which I don't know, I guess I never, you know, thought about it or whatever, but he really wanted to, so we took a picture and I gave him my phone number, so hopefully he texts me the picture. I think it's kind of cool to have for the trip. But yeah, really cool night, meeting super rad people. They're all just doing different things. They're all in like different stages of their lives, and I think he's just like, nobody's right, nobody's wrong, everybody's just doing their own thing. So this trip has definitely been more than eye-opening, and I probably said that a few times on here, so pretty cool. So yeah, tomorrow we gotta get up and head back into the States, and we'll go from there. This will not be the last journey, that's for sure. So I just want to get this all out on camera before I forgot stuff and details and all that. So that's it. We're gonna make the bed. Ollie's super tuckered out. He was like playing on the beach and had a great time. We're in Victoria. There's lots of traffic. Trying to get to the port.
Turn right onto Trans-Canada Highway, British
Alright, so we missed our ferry in Victoria. Like when we got there, they stopped taking cars like 3 hours prior to that, like just insane. Somebody told me along the way that today was going to be crazy to try to get on any ferry, and it turns out it is. So right now we're back in line, and we're trying just to get to Vancouver, so just get off the island, and then we can drive back down into the States. But we're gonna find out our fate here in a minute. I think they have like 3 more sailings today, so we'll see if we can get on any of them. Yeah, it's crazy. You wouldn't think that many people are taking these ferries, but they're like jam-packed. So Ollie's a bit restless. Doesn't quite know what's going on, I don't think, but yeah. Just keep our fingers crossed we get on a ferry. Yesterday was a heck of a day. Missing that ferry and stuff really screwed us up, and we only got to Maria's house around like 10:30-ish, but at least we got to say hi and got to meet Jacob. He's a super cool dude, so got to do that and just chat for a bit, and then we kind of went to bed. Ollie slept like shit last night. Like, he keeps pushing one of the cushions off the bed, and then he's like just on the frame, and then he like just tries to get on my like cushion, and then there's just not enough room for the both of us. So didn't sleep very well last night, but we're rolling through Seattle right now. Now we're heading down to close to Portland, just on the ocean side, Rockaway Beach, to my buddy Logan's beach house for the next 3 nights. I've been slacking a couple days because we've been here at the beach house. No, the beach is like right here. Today was our first day surfing ever. Got a board, got a wetsuit, and got booties too. So yeah, I went out, I had 3 sessions today in the water. First one, didn't really get up too well. The second one, I had a couple decent rides. And the third one, then I was kind of like getting blown out, like kind of tired. And at the end of the third one, I got this gasher in my head. It's pretty big. Like, if I was at home, I'd probably go get stitches, but since I'm on the road, I guess just whatever. Just take a shower tonight and try to like, hopefully it stops bleeding a bit, and not sleep on my pillow on that side. I don't know. I'm gonna do laundry tonight, First time doing laundry on the trip, so like 2 weeks without laundry. So I brought plenty of clothes. Like, I don't feel like I needed to, and if I wasn't here, I probably still wouldn't. Like, still have clean undies. So, all right, it's the morning. I think it's day 13, which would be Thursday, and we are about to leave the beach house right here. Thank you, Tanners. It's been rad. Surf is huge today. Packing up the van again, and we're just gonna drive south today. Not sure how far we'll get or where we'll stay or whatever, but we'll kind of figure that out as the day goes on. But yeah, last 3 days been sick. Super stoked to have been able to stay here and get my first surfing day in ever. Yeah, this is sick. Huge beach is huge. Oh, we got the shot! We got the shot off!
Like I need satisfaction. I need you. Like I shillings that you took and then get back to me. I'm at the queen that you pray so much places that I can't go.
We made it to California. Actually, last night we camped in a spot that was like right on the beach pretty much. Just had to like walk over a little hill and you're on a beach. It's kind of a grimy spot, like a local spot. And it kind of sucks because they weren't keeping the beach very nice or anything, so that spot probably won't be around next time I come back there. Probably won't be able to stay there. I think San Fran is about maybe about 2 hours away from us yet or so down the coast here, but kind of just chilling, taking our time today. Good morning, day 17. Whew, getting up there. So right now we're in the parking lot. Right now we're toasting up some bread. I'm gonna do like a little butter on this really bad for you bread, but it's kind of how we're rolling on this trip. Not the most healthy, but yeah. So we're in San Francisco. Let me show you. That's the bridge right there. So last night we stayed in a parking lot that we parked in around like 9, and this guy came at like 11 or so and just had like ghetto blaster music just like rocking, and I kept waiting for it to turn off, but it just didn't turn off. So eventually got up at like 2 and just moved on. Okay, so last time I updated this was in San Francisco. It was day 17. Now it is, I don't know how many days. Wednesday was 3 weeks, but today is 3 weeks. So it's exactly 3 weeks now. And we've been staying here at the beach. Got this like sick campground spot for the last 2 nights, so we've been here like 3 days. It's been amazing. Like, I got out surfing like a handful of times, got up a couple times, which was like just so enjoyable and awesome. And yeah, got pounded a few times pretty good, and my ribs, like I think I bruised one of my left rib, because I can't really go out again. It like hurts too bad. I was out yesterday and it was like hurting. Here's Ollie. But yeah, today's our last day, so we're rolling out here in a few hours. Got to pack up the van, get it all tidied up to get ready to go back home. But yeah, I'm sure I might put an entry in for tomorrow yet, because we have about like 16 hours to drive, so it's pretty far. And I don't think we're gonna do it in one haul, so probably split it up in 2 days. But yeah, it's been amazing. Got to see my buddy Austin Lane, shout outs if you watch this. It was rad to see you. And it's funny, I went on the dating apps and met 2 different Stephanies, and they were both like such nice girls and like super cool. Yeah, it was just cool to meet them and chat for a bit. Had dinner last night with them, but yeah, with one of them, not both of them. But yeah, it was cool. So yeah, I plan on spending a lot more time down here in San Diego. So this is Sands El Julio, I think is how you say it, campground. Super cool. It's like the oceanside spots are like $50 a night, and like just right across the way is like only 35. So it's pretty affordable. I'm trying to figure out how to come back and stay here and do a lot more surfing. So yeah, that's been the last 3 days, and now today's 3 weeks officially on the road. So it's been an amazing trip. I gotta get back to Colorado and get back to work so I can build a business that's gonna be able to sustain, you know, traveling not only around the country but around the world. I think I never did much traveling before this trip, and this has really like shown me like there's just so much out there and so much to check out and do, and like I don't want to just kind of stay in one spot. You need to do more, get out more. But in order to do that, you need to, you know, hunker down and get your finances right. So I'm really going to focus on building a business this winter that will sustain it, that I can work from anywhere, have income coming in, that I don't have to work every day if I don't want to. Yeah, it just allows me to like cruise around and do the things I want to do wherever life takes me. So that's about it. These guys are catching some gnarly waves right out there. It's like barreling today, so too big for me to go out for sure. But yeah, this place is awesome. I will be back. So let the driving begin back home. Alright, it's the last day of the trip. We're driving again. So yesterday we drove all day. We started in San Diego. My hair is crazy. We started in San Diego and we drove until, well, we only left at like noon, so we got a late start, enjoyed the beach. But then we drove until 10:30 and I got pretty tired, called it quits, hit the Walmart. So luckily it worked out like perfect. Just found a Walmart. It was like right where I wanted it to be, so it worked out really well. The Walmart's the bomb. Like you just pull in, don't have to worry about anything, just go to sleep. So did that and got up this morning around like 7 o'clock, went into Walmart, got a coffee and made a little breakfast in the van and then hit the road. So yeah, we've been driving only a few hours now, but we're in Utah. It's pretty. It's like the desert Moab kind of look, so lots to look at. Jamming out podcasts right now. I think we got about like close to 6 hours to go yet, but we'll be home around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so perfect timing. Be able to check the house out, see what's going on. Already thinking about the next trip.